Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I know my timing for this one is absolutely off as Tchia was released 3 months ago and so much has happened in gaming since. But I decided to record this video regardless because I feel like Tchia might be in your backlog right now and it will most likely stay there forever if you don't get some incentive. So I'm here to provide it for you. So let me get this out of the way. If you are a sucker for a good open world game, don't sleep on Tchia. Tchia is a short and sweet experience crafted by a small team of developers with what you can sense was a lot of love and dedication. Characters are stylized in a lovely way with the environment following suit, except for the water, which looks realistic and spectacular. Whenever I go in the water, I feel like I need to take a screenshot or record footage. It's always gorgeous, especially when paired with the amazing score by John Robert Matz. I mean, listen to this while I was sailing between islands. There are also some great ukulele playing sections that set a mood that stays with you for a while after playing. This type of thing was what sold me on Tchia and made me check the game out in the first place. I meant to play it as my cozy game of choice on weeknights while I played Immortals Phoenix Rising in a more involved manner on weekends a couple of months back. And with time I sort of inverted both because Tchia had by far a much more involving plot that got me curious about what would happen next. In it, you play as the titular character, a young girl with an intriguing past trying to save her father, who was kidnapped by the villain Meavora and its minions. In order to rescue him, she will, in typical open-world fashion, travel around the map, meeting new people and looking for clues to the whereabouts of her dad. As you might expect, there's lots of open-world stuff like Far Cry-style map revealing radio towers. But it's fun, we get to shout out from the top of mountains and the world is not unnecessarily huge, it hits a sweet spot. Exploring is also immediately rewarded as we get plenty of customization options since there are no microtransactions to hold the game down. So if you want to dress Tchia like Clementine from The Walking Dead, you just have to work in-game for that. The open world also doesn't have a lot of hand-holding. You get to figure shit out on your own instead of having a bunch of unnecessary markers on screen at all times. We also get to release camps from Meavora's troops, which are composed of these living cloth things that will attack you on sight. And that's where combat comes in because, yes, Tchia has combat by means of the soul jumping mechanic. With it, Tchia can take control of any living thing like turtles, crabs, birds, and also objects like coconuts, knives, lamps, and burning wood. That's how combat works, by the way. And I'll tell you, it's really fun and gratifying to walk in a camp, soul jump left and right, and wreck everything in your path. There are also much larger enemy bases which will require stealth and strategy to be mastered, which was unexpected but a pleasant surprise. I know stealth and combat seem mismatched with the footage I've been showing you, but just so you know, Tchia isn't necessarily cutesy. It has fun commenting on needless bureaucracy, human hypocrisy, and it gets pretty metal with time, and we even get some blood and shocking imagery that made me truly gasp if you can believe me. I don't know if Meavora is part of traditional New Caledonian folklore, but I loved its design and twisted humor. It's a great villain for sure. Speaking of New Caledonia, the game isn't coy about reveling in its inspirations, because they make them very clear to the player as soon as you fire up the game. Phil Crifo and Tchia Bora, the co-founders of Montreal-based game studio Awaceb, are both New Caledonia natives trying to get their homeland's culture and beauty out there. And it really works. It's a soft power move if I ever saw one, because I only knew of the country by name, and now I associate warmth, community, and care to New Caledonia. I'm also now familiar with the sounds of their native language and some of their architecture and vistas. It was truly great to get the opportunity to become immersed into different traditions and customs like Kutun. We are so used to having the same mythologies and worldviews explored in gaming over and over, so Tchia feels truly fresh by comparison. Good on you, Awaceb. As you know, nothing is perfect, so I gotta mention it. I had some crashes and frame rate drops every now and then. But then again, I'm a last-gen peasant, and I played this on a PS4 day one. I can't say if people on higher-end PCs or current-gen machines are going to experience the same issues or not, especially so long after release. Another thing that bothered me as a trophy nut job was the brutal trophy list. Where are my freebies, Awaceb? By sticking to the critical path, I got squat. But that's more of a me problem, I know. Overall, I truly recommend Tchia. This review was sitting on my drafts because I had to prioritize my Final Fantasy ranking before 16 dropped in both of my videos related to E3 2023, so it ended up fading to the background for a bit. And if you forgot about Tchia because flashier games have dominated the discourse since its release, I'm here to remind you that it exists and you should check it out. If you have played Tchia, let me know in the comments what you thought of the game. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the whole shebang, and I'll see you when I see you.